Hi and welcome. My name is Sarah from Flow Me Yoga, and this is a prenatal yoga class. In this class, we will move through one of my favorite sequences, and it's the Moon Salutations or Chandra Namaskar. Moon Salutations help us to calm the body and mind, calm the nervous system, and prepare the body and mind for rest, compared to Sun Salutations that you might know, which are more energizing for the body and mind. And I found that Moon Salutations are just perfect, actually always, but also through pregnancy. So what you need for this class, if you have, is 2 yoga blocks. If you don't have blocks, maybe take some thick books that will help to support you, a bolster or some pillows or a blanket. And then we're ready to start. So come into your comfortable seated position. We will start with a nice little warm-up before we then move into our Moon Salutations, or a variation of Moon Salutations. So once you're seated, cross-legged, kneeling on your heels, or you could also prop up yourself, sitting a little bit higher on blocks or pillows. We start with the shoulders and the neck. So with an inhale, bring the shoulders up to your ears, squeeze. On your exhale, let the shoulders drop back and down. 2 more of these. Inhale, shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, shoulders back and down. Last one. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, release. Take an inhale here in a neutral position. And then on your exhale, bring the chin to the chest. Make sure the face stays relaxed, jaw relaxed. With your next inhale, right ear, right shoulder. On your exhale, back chin to chest. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. We go one more time, both sides. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder. Exhale, back to center. Another inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Exhale, back to center. Now you could either stay here for a moment, maybe even interlace the fingers, place the hands at the back of your head, finding a little bit of deeper stretch through your neck. Or if it feels better to move, you can also keep on moving side to side or even take full circles if that's okay in your neck. If you take the full circles, also change this side. Always keeping the face soft, the eyes soft, the forehead, the nose. Letting your breath flow. Last breath here. Good, bringing chin back to the chest. One last breath. And with your inhale, head back up to center. Connecting all 10 fingertips to the ground beside you. Open the palms on an inhale, rise the arms up, big circle. Exhale, draw the hands down until they meet in front of your heart space, Anjali Mudra. We do this one more time, connecting fingertips to the floor. Open the palms, inhale to rise the arms up, big circle. Exhale, hands together in front of your heart. Just bowing the head in front of your heart space, setting your intention for the practice. If you don't have an intention already, you could also simply set the intention to commit, to honor your body, and to respect today's energy. With an inhale, arms come back up, lengthen. On your exhale, interlace the fingers, turn the palms up. With your next breath in, stretch all the way up, open the heart. On your exhale, lean a little bit back, tuck the tailbone, let the arms sink down, chin to chest. Like a seated cat pose, so really round in your spine. On an inhale, arms come back up, you start to lengthen. Open the front of your body. On your exhale, round into the spine, lean back. On your own, couple more of these seated cat and cows. Maybe you can close your eyes to really feel the movement, feel and notice any sensations in your body. Connecting a little bit deeper to your breath. And just making sure that it's always the breath that guides your movement. One more. Maybe you can find another spot, another area in your body where you can move through, create some softness. Good. And then the next time the arms are up, you're in the seated cow, hold here. On your exhale, release the hands, bring the elbows down into cactus arms, shape 90 degrees angle, and really spread the fingers. Take an inhale, open the heart. Exhale, bring the elbows together in front of you, round into the upper spine, chin to chest. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. One more, inhale, open up, open the heart, lift it high. Exhale, round in. Create some space between the shoulder blades. Inhale, open up. On your exhale, release the hands. Place them in front of you, roll over your knees onto all four. Placing wrists underneath the shoulders, and then just start with some nice circles all around your wrists. Or like the shoulders, draw a nice big circle all around your hands. One side, and then change the direction. One more full breath. Good. Coming back to center. Flip the hands, which means turn the fingers back to face your knees. Thumb reach towards the outside. Tuck the toes and then very gently lean a little bit back. So it's a nice stretch for the forearm and the inside of the wrist, which often also holds a lot of tension. So we're just moving a little bit into the arms, hands, wrists here, that also the energy can flow freely for this area of the body. Before we then go into our Moon Salutations, which are more legs and hips focused. Take one more full breath. If the toes are not tucked already, tuck them, bring the feet close together, sit back on your heels, toe sit, make sure all 10 toes are nicely placed on your mat. Bring the hands together, interlace the fingers, and circle the wrists. Also here, one direction, and then change the side. Good. Another stretch through all 10 fingers. And then you can place the hands on the mat. Bring the feet a little wider out for Malasana, yogi squat. Could be hip distance or mat width apart. Toes turn out so you can nicely sit down. You can always support yourself if the heels don't touch the floor. If it's easy to be here, elbows on the inside of the knees, gently push them a little bit out. At the same time, kind of the legs, the hips resist and push into the elbows. Hands centered in front of your heart, and then try to lift up, lengthen the spine. So nice and long. Neck soft, face soft. You can even close your eyes here and count 3 breaths. Every inhale maybe lengthens the spine a little more, opens the heart a little more. Every exhale helps you to ground both feet a little bit deeper down into the earth. Maybe you can even feel that energy rising with the inhale, grounding with your exhale. Good. Open your eyes, place both hands on the mat, slowly straighten the legs, heels come out so that the feet are parallel, bend the knees, inhale a long spine, exhale to fold forward. And just take a moment here. You can stay supported with the hands on the floor. You can use your books, blocks to support the hands or hold opposite elbows and sway a little bit side to side. Long spine, soft neck, soft shoulders. And I'm just letting the upper body fall forward, feeling the sensations through the backside of the legs. You can even shake the head, yes and no. Maybe open and close the mouth a couple of times, making sure there's no tension in the jaw. Taking 2 more breaths. Good, placing the hands back on the mat, and then you can walk the hands forward, coming into a downward facing dog. Depending on where you are in your pregnancy, maybe you want to shorten the down dog a little bit, walking the feet a little closer in as you're used to. Maybe you even want to step them a little wider. Hands both connected to the earth. You ground the whole palm down, spread the fingers, and it's the index finger that faces forward. Arms are completely straight, and you lift up out of your shoulders, keeping the neck, the head relaxed. 2 to 3 breaths here. Feel free to move, walking dog. Move back and forth, side to side, so just whatever feels good here to arrive a little bit deeper in your body. Last full breath. Good. On your inhale, bring the right leg all the way up towards the ceiling. On an exhale, open the hip and bend the knee. Take another breath in, same weight on both hands. Exhale, start to take some circles with the knee through the hip. Like the knee draws a big circle, one direction, other direction. Good. With your next breath in, straighten the leg, close the hip. Exhale, replace the foot into down dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, open the hip and bend the knee. Also here, same weight on both hands. Both arms are still straight. And then start with the circles through the left hip. One side, and then the other side. With your next breath in, straighten the leg, close the hip. Exhale, replace all 4 in your down dog. Take another deep breath in. On your exhale, place the knees down, mat width apart. Big toes touch, sitting back into your child's pose with arm extended. Just letting the forehead rest on your mat. Take a couple deep breaths. Inhaling to fill up your whole belly, the rib cage and the chest. The exhale to empty all the air in the lungs. Inhale, belly, rib cage, chest. Through the nose or the mouth, release all the air back out. Last one like this. Inhale, belly, rib cage, chest. Exhale to release. With your next breath in, coming back up into your downward facing dog. Take an inhale to lift the heels, bend the knees, gaze forward. Exhale, small steps or 2 big steps, walking all the way forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale to fold forward. Bend the knees, hands help on your thigh. Inhale to come all the way up, reach high. Exhale, hands together in front of your heart space. Releasing the hands by your side, palms face forward. Close your eyes. Tadasana, mountain pose. And just take a moment to notice your breathing. Maybe notice the energy behind the breathing. The rising energy on every inhale that helps you to lengthen, to stand up even taller. The exhale that helps you to ground. Both feet into the earth, the shoulders relax. the whole body softens. Just take 3 breaths like this. Every inhale helps you to create more space in your body. Every exhale helps you to ground and soften. And then slowly opening your eyes. So if you have your yoga blocks or thick books, bring them to the top of your mat so they're ready if you need them in our Moon Salutations. Step the right foot over to the left and then turn that you're facing the long right side of your mat. So standing at the top of your mat, but just turning around. Feet are hip distance or even a little wider, however you're comfortable and you find stability. Knees micro bend. On an inhale, rise the arms up. On your exhale, side bend over to the left. On your inhale, come back up to center. On your exhale, step wide, feet wide, arms reach to the left and right. Take an inhale in your star pose. Exhale, set up for Trikonasana. Left toes face forward, right toes in. Inhale, reach forward through the left hand. Exhale, left hand shin or a block. Right hand up towards the ceiling. Try to lengthen through both sides of your body. Take an inhale and a full exhale. If you can, gaze up to the ceiling. If that's too much in the neck, gazing down. And always keeping this nice micro bend here in the front knee. So the first round will go a little slower. We'll stay a little longer in each position. And then for the second round, we will go a little faster. Take another deep breath in. On your exhale, place both hands on the floor. You can bend the front knee for that. Step the back foot in and a little over to the right side of your mat. If you have 2 blocks, take both blocks to support your hands. Take an inhale for a halfway lift. On your exhale, pull the outer left hip back and start to fold forward as far as you can. So the wider you stand, the more space you have for your belly. Also here, still micro bend in the front knee and bring some weight over to that back foot. So make sure you're not hanging all the way in the front. Weight nicely shared on both feet. Maybe take another breath in to lengthen a little more through your spine. And then on your exhale, you can maybe go a little deeper into that back side of the front leg. Head relaxed. Take 3 full breaths here in your pyramid pose. 2 breaths. The last one. Good. With an inhale, take a halfway lift. On your exhale, bend the front knee. Step the right foot further back and bring the knee down. You can stay supported with the hands on your blocks, the floor, if you can, rising the arms up into your low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Exhale to maybe sink a little bit deeper into the hips. Also here we stay for 3 full breaths for this first round. Noticing any sensations in your hips, left side, right side. Notice if you can lengthen even more through your spine with the inhale, softening on your exhale. Last full breath. Another inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat or your blocks. Tuck the back toes and then turn. So the front heel goes back and you come into your half squat or Skandasana, which could also be up here. So you can also be here, hold here for 3 breaths. You can come all the way down. If you have open hips, you're used to this pose, maybe any arm variation that you like to bring in here. We hold for 2 more breaths. Another inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. If you used your blocks, bring them with you. We will go over to the other side. So on an inhale, lift up to center. On your exhale, bend the right knee, straighten through the left leg. Also on this side, you can be up here, supported, or depending on your hips, you can sink down. Hands on the floor, front of your heart, or an open arm variation. However, you feel stable and you find a moment where you can really breathe deeply. 2 more breaths. So we reverse the flow. Now on the right side, hands come to the mat. We go into low lunge. Turn over to face with the back side. Place the back knee down. Depending on your variation, hands on the floor, blocks, or with an inhale, rise the arms up. On your exhale, sink a little bit deeper into the hips. Taking your 3 full breaths here. Try to notice any sensations here. Left hip, right hip. Can you soften a little more for the shoulders, the neck, and the face as you're breathing? Last inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat or your blocks. Step the left foot in and wide over to the left side. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pull here the outer right hip a little back to square the hips and fold forward. Micro bend in this front knee, pyramid pose on the right side. Grounding down through both soles of your feet. So make sure there's also some weight on your back foot. Maybe with an inhale, take another halfway lift. On your exhale, fold a little bit deeper down. 2 more breaths. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, setting up for Trikonasana. Step the left foot a little further back and on the same line as your front foot. Maybe block inside of the right ankle to open up through the left arm. Finding length through both sides of your upper body. Take an inhale and then exhale to ground. And also on this side, you could gaze up towards the ceiling. You can look down towards the floor or over to the side. Micro bend in the front knee. Make sure to not lock through the front knee joint. And take another full breath. A last inhale. On your exhale, bend a little bit through the front knee. Set your prop away. Open up and turn the toes in. So you're back in your standing star pose. Take an inhale. On your exhale, goddess pose. Heels in, cactus, arms, and sink down. Option to stay just here in the center for 3 breaths. Option to move a little bit into the hips. Try to bring the knees back towards the pinky toes, like you open a book here. 2 breaths. And then the last one. Maybe sink a little bit deeper. On an inhale, straighten everything. On your exhale, step to the back of your mat. So left foot joins the right. Inhale, the arms rise. Exhale, side bend over to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, release the arms on the long side of your body. Close your eyes. And just take a moment to notice. So this was our first round of Chandra Namaskar. And we'll now go through a second round a little bit faster, a little bit more dynamic. But still make sure that you breathe. Slowly, deeply in and out. When you're ready, on your inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale, side bend over to the right. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, step wide. Inhale, right toes face back. Reach forward through the right hand. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Another inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step the back foot a little closer and wider out to the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Maybe one more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the back foot further back. Knee comes all the way down. Option to keep the hands on the floor or to rise the arms up on an inhale. Exhale, sink into the hips. One full inhale. Exhale, hands on the inside of the front foot. Tuck the back toes. Turn that your heel comes down. Toes can face a little further forward so you can squat down, half squat or Skandasana. Your arm variation. Also, a nice variation if you have open hips, open side body, is to place the left hand on the floor, sit back, right arm reaches over and forward for a nice side bend over to the right. But that's quite intense, quite deep. So only take this variation if you're really fine here. One breath. Coming back, and then we go over to the other side. So lift up, bend through the left knee, straighten the right leg. We're in our Skandasana on the left side. Your arm variation. If you took this side bend, right hand to the floor, sit back on your right butt cheek, and then you can go into the side stretch. Try to keep this knee out, so pull it back. With your inhale, coming back up. Place both hands on the mat, turn, facing forward, back knee under mat for low lunge. With an inhale, maybe arms rise. On your exhale, soften. Take another full breath in. Exhale, hands on the mat, stepping back foot in, a little bit wider. So on the right side of your mat, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward, pyramid pose. One more breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Halfway lift on an inhale. Setting up for Trikonasana, step the right foot further back. Same line as the front foot, opening up through the upper body. Triangle pose. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. Maybe find more length for both sides of your upper body with an inhale. Stability on both feet on your exhale. Micro bend in the front knee to come up. Inhale. Exhale, turn the toes in. 5-pointed star, deep breath in. Exhale, goddess pose. Heels come in, bend through the knees, cactus the arms. Here we go now into a dynamic variation. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, come back down. 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, straighten everything. Exhale, step forward, back top of your mat. Rise the arms up. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, back up. Exhale, release the arms. Close your eyes. 1 full breath. Good, and from here we'll go into our last round until we're at the back of the mat. With your inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, back up. Exhale, step wide. Left toes face forward, back toes in. Inhale, reach the left hand forward. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step the back foot a little closer and over to the right side. Square the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the back foot further back. Bring the knee to the mat. Rise the arms up on an inhale. Low lunge. Exhale, hands on the inside. Front heel reaches back. Turn the back toes up, coming into your Skandasana. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the mat. Walk over to the other side. Take a deep breath in here, your variation. Exhale for low lunge. Hands to the mat. Turn facing the back. Bring the back knee down. Option to rise the arms up on an inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Pyramid pose. Step the back foot a little in and over to the left. Square the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the back foot further back. Same line as the front foot. Open up into your triangle pose. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, turn the back toes in. Heels in, cactus the arms. Taking one deep breath here. On an inhale, straighten everything. 5-pointed star. Exhale, step to the back of your mat. Arms rise on an inhale. Side bend to the right. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Good. We take one standing balancing pose, which is tree pose. Ground down for the left foot. When you're ready, you can either set up the right foot just like this here on the inside of your ankle, inside of the calf, or all the way up inside of the thigh. Connecting them, open through the hips. Hands can stay in front of your heart. If you have a wall close by, you can always support. Maybe you found also that balancing is more difficult in pregnancy and it shifts every day. Maybe if today is a day where you easily find balance, open the arms. Or pray your hands above your head. Take another inhale. Exhale, release. Other side, ground down for the right foot. And when you're ready, left foot inside of the ankle, calf, or all the way up inside of the thigh. Connecting them here nicely, and then find your variation with the hands. And just notice if this side is more difficult, is it easier? Can you say soft in the knee before you find your arm variation? Still breathing. Every inhale helps you to lengthen. Every exhale helps you to ground now for this right foot, sole of the foot. Deeply connected into the earth. Take a last breath. And then slowly releasing. Good. Turn around so that you face again the top of your mat. Inhale, the arms rise. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift on an inhale. Walk the hands forward, downward facing dog. On your exhale. Take 2 to 3 deep breaths here. Finding a little more length for your spine. Adding any movements that feel good here. Last full breath. Good. Placing the knees down, sitting back on your heels, and then bring the legs all the way forward. So you can sit on the side or cross the shins until the feet reach forward. Flex the feet, so pull the toes back and set them up a little wider, so that your belly can come in between the legs. With an inhale, arms rise high. Exhale, forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, a halfway lift. Exhale, maybe you can go a little deeper. Shoulders stay soft. If your hands reach the feet, use them and then push with the feet into your hands. Just 2 more breaths. With your next inhale, releasing the pose. Bring the soles of your feet together into a Baddha Konasana or butterfly. Feet can be close by you. You can place them a little further away, or more like a diamond shape. Also here, whatever your hips need today. Use the inhale first to lengthen up, open the heart, but then on your exhale, chin to chest, round into your spine and fold forward. So we take a more yin-like variation here, where you just soften. Place the arms, hands wherever it's comfortable. You can also use your pillows, bolsters here for support. This is also a nice variation to just kind of hang here for a moment, letting gravity do the work. So the knees naturally sink down with gravity. Your upper body falls forward through gravity. And maybe as your spine is round here, you can feel a nice stretch through the whole fascia in your back body. Letting go of the weight of the head. If the head feels heavy, support it with your fists, blocks, pillows. Two more breaths. Good. With your next breath in, release the position. Place your props to the side, hands behind, both feet on the mat. With your inhale, lift up into a hammock or reversed tabletop. On your exhale, let the hips come back down. We repeat that. Inhale, lift up by grounding through the hands and feet. Squeeze the buttocks. Exhale, sink back down. Last round, inhale up. Exhale back down. Place the right ankle across the left knee or thigh and come into a nice stretch of the outer right hip here. Maybe you have to adjust. Maybe you have to walk the hands closer in. Maybe you have to bring the left foot further in or further away and then flex this right foot. Try to be upright in your spine and kind of open the heart here. Take just two more breaths. Good. Bend through the elbows to release and then change the side. Right ankle on top, left ankle on top of the right thigh or knee. Inhale to lift up through the heart. Flex this left foot a little bit and find a stretch for the outer left hip. Couple breaths. Always feel free to close your eyes, feel the sensation. Really staying present in your body. So whenever you find that your mind drifts off, wanders, you're thinking about anything else, just try to notice that and bring the mind back into the practice, back into the body, back into this present moment. Last breath. Slowly releasing. Feet midway apart. Let the knees fall from one side to the others. Windshield wipers. And then if there's any other position you feel like you need to finish your practice, feel free to edit here. Otherwise, we will set up for our final resting pose, which is our Shavasana. If you're comfortable lying on your back, lie on your back. I would suggest to elevate the upper body so that the upper body is at a 45 degrees angle. If you're not comfortable anymore on your back, you can come into lying on your side, left side. Placing a pillow or a blanket in between the legs, lowering down. You can always use another pillow or a blanket to support the head. I will just use my left arm here. So making sure you're comfortable so you can rest just for a moment at the end of your practice. If you're cold, you can Always use a blanket to cover yourself and to really be cozy for these last moments of your practice. Letting go of the control of your breath. Letting go of any tension. Just allowing yourself to be here for this moment. Allowing your body to rest. Allowing the mind to rest. And allowing the practice to sink in a little deeper. So it's even said that this is the most important pose of our practice. Shavasana, where we let go, where we soften, find a moment of stillness. And if you find that your mind is busy, now that the body comes into stillness, there's a lot of thoughts, a lot of activity, just let it be there. Try not to change anything, fix anything. Just stay aware of what's going on. Observing any sensations. And bringing the awareness back to your breathing. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, clearing breath. And with that, slowly coming back into some gentle movements. You can move through the hands, fingers, the face, maybe the feet and toes. Maybe take a short stretch. If you lie on your back, turn over to one side, fetal position. Maybe just rest there for another short moment. And then finding your way back up into a comfortable, seated and upright position. Hands can rest on the knees or the thigh. You can bring index finger to thumb. Shoulders relaxed. Head in the center. Face relaxed. And you just take a last short moment here, sitting in stillness, focusing. So bring your focus to your breathing. You don't need to change your breath. Don't change the pace or the quality. But just notice how the air comes in through both nostrils and how the air flows back out through both nostrils. Observe how the breath flows in through both nostrils, meets at the forehead, point between your eyebrows, and how you release the air back out through both nostrils from the third eye, point between your eyebrows. Inhale, the air comes up through both nostrils, meets at the center of your forehead, and flows back out from there, like a pyramid shape. And just follow your breathing like this for a couple rounds. Now with your breathing, count backwards from 5. So the next inhale comes up through both nostrils, meets at the center of your forehead, Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 4. And on your own, just go on, counting backwards. And once you reach the last breath, you can release the technique and just return to natural breathing. Take a last moment to notice how you're feeling physically in your body, how you're feeling energetically, mentally, if there's a lot of activity in the mind, or does the mind feel more heavy, tired, or balanced, in harmony? Also here, simply noticing without trying to change or fix anything. And then also noticing how you're feeling emotionally, if there's any special emotion or simply any emotion or feeling present. And just keeping this awareness deep inside of you, deep in your heart. When you now bring the hands together in front of your heart space, Anjali Mudra, bowing the head down and thanking yourself for practicing. Thank yourself for taking this time for yourself, for your body, your mind, your spirit, and also your baby. Namaste. Thank you very much for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed this class, this Chandra Namaskar Moon Salutations flow, and hope to see you back soon and practice with you again. Have a nice rest of your day.